Hey, Connie, did you see this video by Brené Brown?
I did. It was fascinating and aligned with a lot of the conversations you and I have.
I saw myself in lots of different things they were talking about, and I don't like to say, but maybe the villain. Let's check this out and see what you think.
Okay.
Fixin' to change your life.
Okay, I'm ready.
Your wife and your kids are going to be like, new Kara,
Doubt it.
hashtag Brené Brown saved us. Okay.
Try.
Okay.
Go.
So I get on the phone with my coach after a particularly shitty meeting. And I was like, oh my God, Courtney, I was such an asshole. And she said, it sounds like you were really under the line.
Oh?
And I said, what does it mean? And she said, the line is fear. When you're above the line in fear, you know you're in fear. You can name you're in fear, but you're driving. You're making good decisions. When you're under the line, you're hogtied in the trunk.
Oh, wow.
So I said, how do you know when you're under the line? And she said, listen to your language and look for one of three characters that emerges from you: the hero, the victim, and the villain. And she said, well, a lot of times what I hear you say when you're under the line is, fuck it, I'll do it myself. The hero.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll say, no one gets how hard this is on me, the victim. Or I don't care if everybody hates me. This is what we're going to do. Oh, the villain. When you're above the line, there are three different actions you take on: coaching, co-creating, and challenging productively.
All right, so what do those sound like? Because right now I'm the villain just all the time, but go ahead.
Can we figure this out together? Co-creation or coaching. You know what, Kara? You worked your butt off on this. It's slightly off. I don't think I set you up for success. Let's talk about how we get there. And then challenging. I'm not tracking, but you seem sure. Can you help me get there?
What if you're actually better at doing it yourself?
Well, I think that's great, as long as you want a tiny little impact in a tiny little company where you can do all the tiny little shit, your tiny little self.
That's it.
Which
That
one?
part.
What'd you think?
I'm probably either more the hero or the villain. I'm very rarely whatever the middle one was.
Victim?
Yeah, the victim. Yeah, no, I'm the hero or the villain. But most of the time, I'm above the line. I think what's critical in this is the fear place, and if we acknowledge that we're fearful and what makes us fearful, she nailed it with that. What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Which causes me to either say, forget it, I'll do it myself, or, I don't care what you think, I'm going to do it anyway. And
And
that's
for
from
me,
years and years of leading.
I think for me too is like I was thinking about it also in capacity. Like I
Yes.
sometimes I'm below the line or at the line, and I'm
Mhm.
thinking, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna do it myself. Like, get out of my way, whatever. And I think it's coming out of a place of I'm just exhausted and I haven't taken care of myself.
Yep.
And maybe even some trust issues that I might have with letting someone else kind of take that on. And I've also exhausted myself where I could see my team where I become the victim. Like, why am I so tired? And it's all your fault that you overscheduled me. No, actually, Anna, you overscheduled yourself saying yes to everything. So I thought this was really interesting. And I think too, as a new kind of leader, is talking through my team about this, like the co-creation, asking curious questions, which you always do so well, and thinking of other different strategies to show up.
I think that's the key. It's the questions. And when we're not afraid, we'll ask a question. Children ask questions all the time. I'm not afraid that you won't think I'm the smartest person in the world. I'll ask the question, how can we do this better? I thought we could do it this way. I want to hear from you. And you create that kind of safe space where people are comfortable asking questions, challenging assumptions, and all of that. But really, it's the bottom line of not to be afraid of not knowing, and to be courageous enough to ask those questions without fear of judgment. I love it because I love our ending. If you want to work for a tiny little company that does tiny little things, right? And we want to have big, bold lives that impact a lot of people in a positive way. And so that requires us to say, yeah, that might feel like a fear, but what is that anyway? It's false expectations appearing real, some people say. So I like that. So yeah, I like to think I've moved beyond that, but every now and then am the hero. I notice that more in a family situation than probably work. It's like, I'll just fix it.
Yes.
I'll just take care of it. Let's just get it done. And that can lead to resentment.
Agreed. We are then also enabling instead of helping someone
part.
find a solution yourself.
That
I
part.
love it. See, we're Brené Brown's in the making. Look at
We're going to co-create.
co-create. We're ready.
co-creating.
We're here.
We'll do it.